All right, we're back. We're back to working on an 1868 C-10 in bright white. You and me in this truck are gonna do some work together. Not a whole lot today, but I'm gonna start tearing the inside down. We got to get it cleaned out. It's got the barn dust and then spider webs and everything on it. So want to get it cleaned out enough that I can power wash everything, get that mouse smell out. There's no fabrics or carpet or anything to hold that smell. But even once they urinate and crap all over the metal, it just stinks. It smells like mouse. Doggone rodents. Fivals that doing their best work. You know what I mean? They're at work. A quick look now that we're in the sunshine. Now I'm in the shade, but I'll show you a little something. A little something we couldn't see before. Now we already talked about this being rotted. I can fix that. The separation is because the floor is rotted and settled a little bit. So it's going to be pushed back up and spot welded. I got a spot welder, but we'll probably body. I don't know. I don't know. There's so many I don't knows now that I'm really looking at it. This door, sorry, I can't tell what you can see. Bright out here. It's nice though. This door, bottom, the skin's been replaced. Now they did a decent enough job that you really don't notice it, but it's got a in curves in down here, and I don't like it. And then there's some bubbling right here, but I think this bubbling, again, I'm trying to get you a good view. This bubbling on the corner, which would be classic on the original, shouldn't be on the replacement. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get behind there and get whatever's causing that out. Because if you leave it, it'll just keep rust jacking apart. And it's kind of ugly back in there. So we're going to leave this little whoop. It's flat. I don't want to say it's flat. It's smooth. But it has a dip in it. He needs a new door. He needs a new everything. I'm not being a jerk. I'm just saying. So this is one of the interesting things to me. Probably something I haven't seen before. The original rocker is completely rotted and gone. Don't know where it's at. This is a replacement, and you can see the holes in the replacement. So this truck was driven. I am Michigan, where this is like the salt state, part of the salt belt. But my point is, the truck was used enough to rot out the rocker. And then somebody along the way bought new rockers and put them all in and did the fiberglass game we're going to look at in a second. Replaced them and now drove it enough that those are completely rotted out. Holes, you can put your hand right through all of it. So we're going to be at least, I'm pretty sure, the third attempt at getting this truck back on the road, or the third time it's had a rocker on it, which is fine. I've been looking for something good to share with you, and I ain't found much. But I see all this fiberglass work you did. I thought I would have to cut way up into this area. But as I kind of see, it peeled off, and there's good metal under his fiberglass. Now we're getting to the real what's going on. That's not supposed to do that, is it? I don't know. Maybe that holds your phone. That's a cell phone holder. No, no. So that's not the fiberglass. Listen to me, I'm stuttering. The fiberglass work really didn't hurt anything, so I'm able to peel it off, and I can sand off this resin. And it looks like we have pretty good metal around this corner. That really helps me out. And I don't know in here. This looks pretty bad up here. Gonna get some replacement parts. We'll have those probably next video, and we'll see how far they go, where they go, and I might be able to. I don't know about this channel. I don't recall having that on the rocker. I think there are two different parts. You have to buy this inside piece, or I got to make one, and that would be more than I like to make. I have a bender. We might have to put that on here. You guys never seen it, and bend up my own stuff, but we ain't got much to work with from this point out all the way up. And then you see the holes inside. I mean, I showed you stuff before. This ain't going to be another show you the vehicle, but all the daylight. It's everywhere. What we're going to do before it goes in the shop is get some of this stripped out so we can power wash it. So that's what we're going to work on. Let me take you around the other side. I'll get you up there where you guys can see the roof, and then when I watch the video later, I'll know what the roof looks like. I think it's decent, if I remember right. I know I'm shaky. This truck is 56 years old, and I was born in 1968. This is a 1968. It's 56 years old, and I know that because today I'm 56 years old. Well, I don't do any math. That was an easy one. All right, enough about that. Here's our passenger door. Now, take a quick gander before I hop in there and get to work. I don't know, bounce you around. This rocker has been replaced, but it's at least there, inside and out. It's not shot. I mean, it's gonna go. We're not keeping it because it's an overlap. And I was gonna kind of show you that, but the bottom line is you don't need to show. I don't need to show you. When you overlap it, it gets too thick around the door jambs, and they got tech screws in there, and your doors don't shut right. All that's got to come out. So hopefully on this side where this fiberglass is at, I'm not doing it right now, but hopefully that'll peel off and show me that I got good metal all the way down to that same edge. That would be very handy. The problem place I'm finding, and then we're getting to work. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be honest with you. This is going to be a driver. I'm not doing the SEMA stuff. I've said it a million times. Down in this rocker area, I don't know if I can get you in there. I think I can. There is fiberglass galore. I'm half inclined to leave it. Driver, folks, driver. Just making something to drive and enjoy. And here's why. Whoever did this they had the ability, maybe better than me. I'm not joking. I'm making fun of how bad they are. I'm not sure I could blend in a rocker invisible. That's not on the sides and it's not underneath, but they really did your body work right. That is so nice and smooth and no rust. It's fit in nice. I can clean that edge up. Yeah, if somebody bumped the bottom corner of it, I can push in and tack weld. My point is, it's so good, and it saved me so many hours not to do it. I'm probably going to skip it. I'm going to tear up some of this inside stuff so I can see how bad it is. We're going to flip this cab over and over. We're going to have it in the shop in every position you can dream of, and we'll see how that turns out. So for today, right now, this is what we're working on. Let's see if I can get you in here so you can see something. Got to clean this thing out, and it ain't full of garbage. It ain't bad. We got a door panel. Now it's in a bad way, but it ain't. You don't have to throw it away. I think I could recover that one, but I don't know if they sell you the covers where I go. Anyway, that's a thought. There's enough. Usually these rot on the back and you can't rewrap them, but this is solid enough. If it comes to that, that's what we'll do. Done talking about that. I'd rather get new ones, but they are kind of pricey. At least, for us. So I want to take the visors out because it's going to get power washed, and then it's going to get painted anyway because that paint don't last. It didn't last. I can, me in English. I can use enough words so you have some idea what I'm talking about. Trying to get the door to stay open so it don't hit you guys. That worked. Let's take our mini impact here, and we're going to try and get the doggone visor's mirror out of this thing. We've got a little time. We'll do that. I'm going to come over here so you guys can see. Yeah, no, all moaning and groaning. Now, what's funny is you're going to think your camera's moving, but it's really just this trailer. And we've got some wires. If I recall, yeah, they're bad, but we're still going to leave them for now. He does have a dome light, and this one's for your gas gauge. So we'll just leave them, and sometimes it's nice to have them in there for fish wire. You can tie your new wire on there, and then you can pull it through. So it just saves a whole lot of work. Let's see. Yeah, this is taxing on an old guy. Getting up in here. Yeah, I know, I'm crying. This is my hobby. Why would I complain? I said hobby because, I'm not a mechanic. You can probably figure that out by now. And if you haven't figured it out yet, I'm not a body man either. Or a body shop. Sorry, that might be loud. More important than not being a body man, I've got a bonus video I'm going to put up. I don't have to. And the bonus video is going to be a local guy brought me a Volt, and they hit a deer, and the insurance company told it out. So he wants to know if I'd put it back together for him, new parts. So I'll put out a bonus video on that. Oh, those are in there. Somebody tighten them down. All right, I got one. Now, many of you might notice, you probably can't see down there, but I saved these screws, which is silly because I'm not using them again. But I save them mainly because you can take them right into the hardware store and say, I want one of these in stainless steel. And I will share with you the mistakes I've made so you don't make them. They didn't have the exact screw. Come on, get in there. For my glove box. And I told him, it'll be fine. Just give me one a little longer. That'll be good. Yeah, that wasn't good. Oh, yeah, keep going. When I tightened them down, they were a little long, and there's little tiny bumps on the outside of the paint where the tips pushed it. It's fine, but if you were doing a high quality, you always try to do your best. Come on. I joke about I'm not doing SEMA stuff, but I try to do my best as I go. Let's take a look at that. Just thought I'd mention it to you. Be careful on them screws. I want to know. I've been curious. Yeah. Dang it. I was hoping that was just a bad paint job. But I got one pinhole right there. And if you got a pin, one right there. I'll bet you there's one right there. Let me see. Yep. So if you got a pinhole, the metal around that pinhole is going to be thin too. Now, this is a dilemma, and Tom and I will talk. Replacing this is above my capability, definitely above my comfort. Not saying you could do anything, but it would probably look like somebody didn't know what they were doing because I don't have a clue. We're probably going to body work this one way or another. And I want to get some kind of anti-corrosion in there, but it's an inner and outer, so that's going to be difficult as well. I try to refrain from talking about the future on these trucks, but it seems like I always do anyway. And the reason is, as you're taking stuff apart, this is your get to know, get familiar with the vehicle. And you're going to find things that you need to work on later that you might miss. So that's a major benefit to pay attention. Think about, we're going to do this or how we're going to do that. I'll think about it the next several days, maybe ask somebody what their opinion is and what they've done. Oh, bee's nest. It's empty. I don't know. But learning as I go, keeping track in my mind. I know that's of all the things I got to do. Going to save you time later in the game. One more. Those visors, although the wrong color, are in very nice shape. Excuse me again. We're going to cover visors and how I paint them. Sometimes regular paint doesn't stick very well, especially to a visor. But we'll make a video on that. They turn out really nice. I haven't had one fail on me yet. If I just repaint this, I'll paint a little better than that. But I don't think that's going to stop that rust. Not for sure yet. We'll figure that out. So let's get the gas. Now, I'm right here. Take this off. Look at the spin plate. Hey, I haven't looked at the spin plate yet. Light blue. That's the interior of this door, if you can see that. Yeah, that blue right there. Light blue. Amp meter, oil gauge, blue vinyl trim. That must have been along the outsides of the doors and stuff. Push button radio, side view mirrors, front stabilizer, which it doesn't. I'll have to look again. No, it doesn't have. Wasn't on there. He's going to have to buy one. Turbo trainee, it's automatic. Right and left mirrors. No, it already said mirror once, but whatever. Pickup box floor. I think they put that in back in these years that you would order the metal floor and it would say pickup box floor. Otherwise, it'd be wood. But I'm going to look into that because I don't know for sure. Rear shock absorbers. I don't know how you could buy a vehicle and drive it without rear shock absorbers, but whatever. And the last thing is, can't read it, some kind of seat. F-cam. I don't feel like a dummy here, but I think it says F-cam seat. Don't know what that means either. So I got research to do. I'm supposed to know these trucks. I don't know. A little more impact noise. Well, that was quiet. Try this one. Oh, heck, I think they were already loose. Oh, that one wasn't. I don't like what I'm seeing. Oh, I forgot about that thing. Let's get this off. One more. Yeah, of course. All right, I got it. Yeah, I don't like this. We have gone nothing but trouble since we started this thing. I'm gonna put all those baggies, screws and baggies. Would you look at that? Would you just look at it? It's definitely been in the rain. The roof definitely leaked in the windshield. Got this all wet. I wouldn't. It can be used, but once it starts bubbling, it's not good. I've got a spare, but I think this one can be saved. Well, there's another video. The mirror, these are classic. The edging gets all distorted. This is a chrome one. You can buy aftermarkets. I tried to leave my old one in because it looked cool, but driving it just not cool. All right, now around to your side for the gas tank. I don't think that'll go quite as smoothly, but we'll see. Bear with me when I climb onto this apparatus. I don't even know what I'm stepping on. Oh, the floor. That's a good thing. I don't know if I might be bringing you all the way around to this side. Again, finish stripping it down, get her power washed, and then we'll feel like we're making some headway in this thing. Yeah, let's do that. I want to get this gas tank out. I don't think there's anything behind it. There usually isn't. But we're going to see if we can knock the bolts out, take this loose, and get her done. I might just leave you here and I'll go for the other side again. I don't know what I'm doing. You see that gas tank pretty good? You don't need to see me anyway. Just take a couple minutes. Excuse me. Always get a frog in your throat when you hit record. That's how it works. Let's see how lucky I get with this thing. Because by the looks of it, it's been in here for, I don't know, 56 years. I don't think it's ever been out. There's a funny little hook back here I've never seen, and I don't understand it. Well, if we get around to it, I'll show it to you, but I don't think it's of any importance. Just drew my curiosity. That couldn't possibly be the right one. It is. All right, no easy. That didn't come out bad. I'll bag all that stuff up later. Yep. Yeah, I said it, but at least I waited a little while before I said it. Another one. Here we go. Oh, I can smell mouse. I don't like it. Oh, these aren't bad at all. I thought we were going to fight it. I know it's noisy. I got a sound adjuster on my camera, but it takes it a second. So bear with me, bear with the camera. I'll buy another camera. think I say that every video. I'd have to have 15 cameras. This is the hook at the bottom. I'm going to show you. The bottom of the gas tank. It sits this way. Just like a, I don't know, a loop to hold something temporarily. I'd like to know what that is. You ever seen one of them? I don't get it. I have an idea for it. It holds my seat belt. My green truck, the seat belts come up kind of where you sit. If there was a way to kind of make it stay over to the center more, that would be convenient. But I'm not just going to talk about convenient stuff all the time. Hey, did we get them all? I doubt it. Let's get this line off. Let's see, 1/2 inch. Yep. Oh, what size the other one is? 5/8? Nope. 9/16. That's it. Another, I hope this comes loose. No line wrenches. Oh, look at that. Probably somebody with a line wrench took it off last time. You line wrench guys know what I'm saying. Oh, by the way, I have a set finally. Never had a set in years. I want to pull that out. Look, it's loose too. I can take it out with my fingers. Never seen that in my life. Just to see what kind of smell we get. Oh, no. Nothing's holding it except 56 years of... Oh, dry. Oh, yeah, she looks great. Oh, yeah, she's wonderful. You see that? Oh, yeah, she's in good shape. So you're ready to go. I don't even know why I'm pulling it out. I had the intention of keeping this gas tank. I think the float's still good. It's green. It's not full of gas. Holy wow. I would venture to say that whole gas tank's probably shot. You think? Just maybe? I got a little light here. Oh, yeah, you don't want to look in there. Yep, she's going right to the scrap. It's junk. I wondered if I had to take the seatbelt off. Well, that's going to be likely a little more Whoops. Okay. We won't use that. A little more challenging than the rest of this. I've had trouble with these before, and I didn't bring a whole bunch of tools for this. I don't think we need to get the gas tank out, but we haven't had a tight bolt. Yeah, we couldn't get out. All right, we're just going to stay with that. We haven't had a tight bolt. Yeah, I didn't put any effort into that. It doesn't count. I'm going to go to the other side and see if I missed a bolt. I got the wrong wrench. All right. And I still got the wrong wrench. There we go. I would guess there's one more I didn't get to back where my feet are at. I can see it now. Yep. And you guys are going to laugh at me. All right, it's going to be loud. Here we go. I've never taken one of these out. Yep, you heard it. Never took one out. I don't know if I got a cut. I don't think I'd have to cut this off. The rubber around the gas tank fill. I want to be careful about these wires. Again, we want to use them later if we can for pull-through. I'm going to come around. I don't know how to do this. You guys are watching. You're always watching. Oh, she's going to come right out of there. It's got to weasel that neck out of there. Yeah, I got to come around to your side. Get over here where I can get a good pull on that fill nut. I don't know how you guys are going to watch, but I guess you'll look at my shoulder. Can you see my shoulder? Oh, that's not too bad. All right, come on, girl. Now, I do have to go over this line. No, I don't. You know why I just bent that? Because I'll never use it. If I have to replace one, I'm going to put a new one in there. So he ain't using it. Because this truck has got the tank in the rears. There, that's out of our way. All right, here we go. Oh, are you kidding me? If this whole truck goes like this, it's gonna be fun. I think that wire is detached, so let's just keep pulling. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. I'm gonna give her. Oh yeah. We gotta win. We gotta win, folks. That tank is amazingly clean on the outside. And it can be cleaned out, but I don't know how thin it gets. I don't know. That's gonna have to be looked at. I like to save stuff. Well now. Can you see that? Oh, you can see that. Yeah. I don't know. Looks fairly solid. I know it will be when we're done. Oh, look at it. Kind of don't recognize that end. That looks like some new style wiring to me. I don't know. Put it on trailer. We save it. Throw all that stuff away when you're done with the project. Wow. Should pull that light out too. Again, we have to strip this down. This is about the only time. I should cover that on the video too. Maybe next week. This is the only chance you really get to get in this. I can't even think. Dash pad, excuse me. Getting the dash pad out. There are screws behind and up behind a radio and all the controls. If that stuff's in there, it is absolutely miserable to get to just to put a dash pad on it. And if you had air conditioning, and this one will, there's even something on top of the radio. They have a vent up there with ductwork. You have zero room without tearing that all out just to put the dash pad on. So it's getting a brand new one, and it's going to get put in right. Stainless steel screws, maybe even glued on, because sometimes they'll get wavy on you, and that don't look cool. But we're going to get her as right as we can. That's pretty neat. That worked out well. I'm glad you guys are here to watch me pull that tank and those visors out. We'll catch that light real quick. He does not have an outside cargo light, so that's less work for me. I don't mind telling you. I want to pull that out real quick. Pull that out real quick before we go. Of course, my screwdriver's right there. And it's holding the door shut. I might not get her. I want to try. Can I try? Let me try. What a nice day. About 75 out here now. It's warming up. It's going to get to 86, and it won't be such a nice day. But I'm enjoying the morning. Get a little work done before you get too hot. Maybe relax. Work indoors in the air conditioning. I don't know. I'm about done crawling in out of here for a day. I'm going to get my knee pads on next time. Yep, I'm getting old. I don't mind telling you. That don't fit in there. That fits in there. Looks like the classic drywall screws. Always happy to see those. No, I'm not. You know what though? I ain't gonna lie to you. Why would I? I've used them. I didn't have a lot of money. Driving my beater. I mean, it looks stupid. I used them on a bumper cover one time. Oh, gracious. He even put backers in it. You're going to like this. Stay tuned for a second. You're going to like this. Get it out. Come on. I want to show people this. Ingenuity, folks. Oh, come on. I'm showing you before the end of the video. He put in hardware pipe wrap wire hanger, plumber's hanger tape, back in behind it like a T, and screwed through that to hold that light in. I'll give him 2 points for thinking of a good way to do that. That it was at least clever. Come on, I should be able to pull that wire right up there. Yep, that's how we'll fish our other wire. So I'll cut it off and have it up there so I don't have to fish it all through. I can just pull that wire through. Okay, that's our video this week. Next week, this will be in the shop. Hopefully, I'll have this. Well, I will. I'll have this all power washed out. It'll be bone dry from the heat. And we'll get her in the shop and start getting some work done. Start heading in the right direction rather than this. Take it apart. It's in the right direction, but you know what I mean. Putting things back on seems like way more progress than taking things off. It's all got to be done, and we're going to do it together. Come back and see me next week. Hey, I want to thank Eddie. Great viewer, always giving me some good comments. I do appreciate that. You can give me some constructive criticism, whatever you like. I'm good with it. But just the fact that he's helping the channel. Thank you, Eddie. I'm sure there's a couple others I should be thanking, but I don't know. Haley, Joe, and her grandpa, they watch a lot. Thank you. We'll see you guys. Now I got to shut that camera off. What are you guys thinking? One time? Two times? I'm going to go with two today. Where's that button? Right here. Here we go. One.